Drake sues UMG. Let's get it.
Inflating the song Not Like Us. The filing states that UMG used an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to pump up the song. The filing also goes on to say that UMG terminated employees that were either associated or had loyalty to Drake. And honestly, we've seen this song everywhere, and we've seen Kendrick being backed heavily by UMG. This whole thing is crazy to me, but it's not crazy because of what UMG did. Using bots and all of this shady business, that's what they do. The crazy part to me is that this is the first time that the machine, UMG, is not working in Drake's favor. This is a new space for Drake to be in. If you really think about it, since Drake started his career, he's been an industry darling. The machine has always worked in his favor. They've done anything to help him out. When he was battling Meek, y'all remember all the large companies posting about back-to-back like it was crazy. But now you see the shoe on the other foot. The same thing is happening with Kendrick, and it's obvious that UMG is behind it. Now, what I don't like is that now that it's against Drake and it's working against Drake, he's deciding to sue about it. But when it was in his favor, he really didn't have anything to say. I saw that in the suit that it was talking about helping lesser-known artists because things like this are going on. But
Drake is a crybaby, man. He's one of them dudes that takes his ball home because he can't play because he lost. He's a crybaby, man. He's never dealt with adversity, and this is showing it.
Drake knew about these practices. It's just now going against him, so it's different. Well, not really different, but he views it differently now. Things in that UMG building are changing, and I don't know why it's happening. In my opinion, there's definitely an effort to bring down Drake a couple notches. I don't know what he did, who he pissed off, but he seems like he pissed off the right people. And now they're fully backing Kendrick Lamar, and Drake don't like that. Listen, UMG did whatever Drake is saying they did. Don't get me wrong. But I just find it funny that Drake is saying something now when it's working against him. When it was benefiting him, he didn't really have much to say about these practices.
Drake has never dealt with adversity, and he doesn't know how to handle it. Like I said, this isn't about struggle. This is about getting your ass whooped and getting back up and then dusting yourself off. Drake has never had to do that. Yeah, he lost a battle to Pusha T, but that was just, he had a kid, and so Drake just became a father, and, that was the end of it. This battle against Dot has devastated this guy to the point he doesn't know how to get back to normalcy. Understand, Drake has been winning since Degrassi, bruh. Even before that, his pathway to success has been rather easy. Then once Aubrey became Drake, he won it all. He was so confident he was going around just fucking rappers' girls just because he could. Now Kendrick has broken him down to where he is trying to act unbothered, but to those who have been knocked down, we can see he is going through it. It's gotten so bad to where now he's filing a lawsuit the bitch made. And really, so does this. You feel me? He's suing, saying UMG made the song bigger than it should have been, which still looks bad, bro. Now, my conspiracy brain's asking, is Drake trying to get up out of that $400 million chokehold UMG got him under? If so, it's not a good move. The thing Drake is complaining about, he has no doubt also benefited from. And people saying Spotify, YouTube would send them to K-Dot songs, even though they were listening to a bunch of Drake, and that is fishy. No, it's not. It's like Facebook suggesting a friend that you don't know who the fuck it is. It's 6 degrees of separation. Drake is relative to Kendrick because of the beef. They have that in common, so of course they'll send you to a Kendrick song after the Drake track. It's not that suspicious. It's like when you get in a fight back in the day, you get your ass whooped, you can get up and dust yourself off. That's if you grew up in the streets. Drake ain't grow up in the streets. Drake grew up, sheltered, didn't have to deal with no adversity. He didn't have to deal with nothing that would make him tough and learn from it. It's like when we tell ourselves or tell people, I wish I could give my kids that life, that part of my life that I used to have. Deal with the struggle. Now kids don't know how to deal with that, so once they get a little older, it's hard for them to deal with. Us growing up, had to fight, scrap, do whatever we had to do. We learned in the neighborhoods what you got to do. Anybody could have told Drake, you're going to try to sue UMG, but it's going to look like you suing Kendrick no matter what you try to do or say. So that looks like some snitching shit. And in the culture, hip hop, in the streets, that ain't, that's a no-go. I think what's going to happen is a lot of people don't stop wanting to work with him. A lot of fans that, are really hip hop fans ain't going to fuck with him no more. He's still going to have his, gang of fans just because he dipped his toe in so many different genres of music. He's still got them fans that don't really give a shit. As long as he's making good music, they gonna rock with him. So he's still gonna be able to make music. But as far as the hip hop go and and him won that crown and being, head of hip hop, that shit is over. That ship is sailed since he brought out this lawsuit, and it ain't gonna look good no matter which way you try to twist it. All right, now let's check out what Joe Budden had to say on his recent podcast. He went in on Drake. Let's check it out.
Now it's too late, and you're only doing it, again, for your selfish, greedy fucking reasons. That ain't about to help him, that's about to hurt him. Now it's about to get to a point, anybody that stand with Drake, the high-ups is just looking. Stand there if you want. It's over. They sending a clear-cut message. Yo, it's over. And Drake knows it, so I'm not arguing with nobody now. These suits say he knows what time it is.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
So he's just going out snitching, basically.
Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. They have refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, they pointed the finger at Mr. Duckworth, a.k.a. Kendrick, insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against him rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG.
Newsflash. That's what he wanted to do anyway. But he can't.
You can't do that.
But
Yeah, he wanted to sue Kendrick, but he was like, somebody told him like it's gonna look bad, so you should just sue your record label. Bro, it still looks bad. It looks like you suing Kendrick because you lost a fucking rap battle, man. That's just the saddest shit. You get your ass whooped, you get jumped, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm about to tell the police I got jumped. You get your ass whooped one-on-one, it's different. You don't go tell on that. You just dust yourself off and, hey, got my ass whooped, move on. But Drake don't know how to move on.
if y'all think the Karen in him don't want to sue Kendrick himself
But isn't that the purpose?
directly,
Yeah.
then I don't know what game you're looking at.
If he had sued,
I don't care if they said, hey, go sue him. Guess what? That's jargon to you now. For me, that says even they lying to you different than they normally would. They're not going to jump on that suit if Drake sues Kendrick. They've anointed Kendrick. You are going to take us to the next stratosphere. We're not jeopardizing that. It's the field versus you. It's over for you. They're just saying it's over for you.
If it's the thing for me is when it's over for you, you can go out a couple ways. You can just fade into black. You can just have a good career, or you can
go
go
out in a blaze of fucking glory.
Exactly.
Or you can do duck
this
lips
might
and
be.
go grab barrettes and do a bunch of funny hairstyles and fucking be seen with the white boy. I don't want to hear all this shit. The nigga looks stupid now.
Does this lawsuit? Because from what I could hear in social media and in other media circles, people aren't making a distinction between him suing Kendrick and him suing the record label. People are like, yo, he's suing Kendrick. He's going out like a
No,
sucker.
Kendrick is not involved.
you a bitch
His
no
name's
matter
not
what.
listed.
No, I know. But I'm saying people are hearing it like all the jokes, all the stuff.
Yeah.
Is still like he's suing Kendrick.
Yeah.
What's the optic?
And that's because of street politics. You snitch on somebody for some shit that you just got your ass whooped. It don't matter which way you try to twist it. Like I said, makes you look like you snitching, trying to go after Kendrick because you lost a rap battle. That's some petty shit, like Joe said, some Karen shit. I don't know if it's showing Drake Whiteside, but you know what I mean? If anything, it's showing the way he grew up. And like I said, he ain't never lost like this before. This is something Kendrick broke his ass down, and he don't know how to get back up.
Does this ruin his? I mean, what does this do for his legacy?
Yes.
Hurts it
Yes.
badly.
No matter how you look at it.
This
yes.
is the biggest L I've ever
But-
seen in fucking history.
Right.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. This is pretty bad.
like athletic history, like this is worse than Atlanta.
On the flip side of that,
But wait,
being called a pedophile hurt my fucking legacy. So I gotta fight it.
See, I even think that's a scapegoat. I think that's something.
y'all are
No,
crazy.
no.
Being called a pedophile hurts your legacy. If Drake would have came and dropped the album right after that, even if it didn't do nothing much, it would have showed like I'm just getting back to my music. Being called a pedophile, yeah, it might hurt you, but you stepped into that ring, bro. And so to get back from that, you just gotta move on and say it ain't affecting me. I'm gonna keep making my music. Instead, he was just spiraling, trying different shit, petty shit, till he did the ultimate petty shit was because everything else wasn't working. I'm gonna file a lawsuit. So yeah, being called a pedophile hurts you, but shit, you called that man a wife beater, so tit for tat.
I think it did, but being able to hang your hat on it as for it being the cause of
Right.
all of your shit going awry is cap.
think it's
It's played a huge part,
Oh,
but
yeah.
your missteps got us here, and this is the culmination of it.
Your missteps are what got us. I agree with that.
But
Niggas on the internet talking about this is the biggest L since this bigger fall off than Ja Rule, which I think is a total slap in the face to Ja Rule. I think the audience owes Ja Rule an apology. Ja Rule was never doing this.
No.
Ja Rule was never
he
playing
took
this
his
game.
shit.
If you're saying that, you're not understanding the game that's being played. This fall off is monumental. Odell ain't called that nigga in years. That really is over.
Ja Rule, he got fucked up by 50 Cent, but Ja Rule ain't snitched. Matter of fact, Ja Rule ended up going to jail, man. Ja Rule ain't say, oh man, he treated me unfairly. Ja Rule took it like a G, man. You know, now he got his ass whooped during the battle, but hey, that shit happened. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna knock you for that. And even the shit J. Cole did with apologizing, that shit looks like nothing now compared to what Drake done did. Fucked himself over.
now, that relationship. Odell is out. You guys ring. We're not talking to you anymore. And I feel Drake, yo.
How you feeling, but then you kicking his back in?
I'm not kicking his back in. I'm telling the truth.
No, well, the truth is...
For 10 years on this podcast in February, I've had to sit here tight-lipped because everybody's stupid. No, I'm not doing that anymore. But I don't need YouTube. I don't need hot takes. I'm one of the few people that could look at this and just know what time it is. Play with them. Don't play with me. I feel Drake because he has fair and valid points in some of this shit, yo. I've showed up for too many of y'all. That DeMar DeRozan shit is still in effect. Yo, you was in my house. I talked you off out of depression. Future, Thug, Weekend. Nigga, I found you on the fucking street, you piece of shit. But he looking at niggas like I look at Bleed. He done helped too many people. So now he's watching Sense Not Like Us or Bot Like Us, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I agree with that, but at the same time, niggas been saying these industry motherfuckers ain't your friends, bro. Like, you can't sit up here and think these people is really your friends. I would call these dudes acquaintances. If I rap and make music with y'all, unless I did some real shit with you, we not friends. I mean, I'm cool with dude. I know him, but you thinking these dudes is really your friends, and that comes from you not having that mentality of a nigga that's from the streets, a nigga that's from the culture, a nigga that done been through some shit. Like, you learn who your real friends are. Drake, he ain't learned that. So he up here in the music industry thinking, oh, everybody's my friends. We all good. You know, everybody likes me, which is needing people's validation what drives that boy the most. He came to find out niggas ain't your friends. Like DeMar DeRozan, yeah, it's cool because he played basketball, but would you have let that nigga in your house if he was just some random nigga? No. That nigga was a basketball player. You thought y'all was cool. DeMar DeRozan was like, shit, we cool, but only so far.
I never expected it to, and it's up for all of you. It's up for all of you, and I'm with that. I'm with that willfulness and that conviction and that determination. I'm with all of that. I just don't think that he wins it because of the timing of this. Because of the timing of this. But back to that whole facade about fucking, this is for the betterment of musicians everywhere. Most musicians, even if they're at the top of their game, don't have enough money to do this with the people they need to do it to. 1. 2, even if they have enough money, they know that if they do that, their career is effectively over. So people are not rushing to do that. I applaud Drake because to me, this move comes off as, for lack of a better term, like bomber.
Kamikaze, for sure.
Kamikaze.
Yes. In other words,
yeah, right there. Bleep down. No, with you. This is like the end of line. That's on that mission they went on. When that mission they went on, when George, the nigga was like, oh, there, go, boom, and it's over. I think he knows it's over.
It's a good ending, though.
Oh man, yo, they're killing the cliffhangers. They're killing the cliffhangers.
The thing is, like, you didn't have to go out like this. You made conscious decisions throughout this whole beef or battle. You know what I mean? To put yourself in this position. Like I said, if you just made some music, drop an album. You know what I mean? Show that you really not bothered, but everything you did showed you was bothered. So now you got to go out like this because you didn't know what to do. So you're just like, I'm fucked over. Nah, man, shit. I mean, the internet, motherfuckers forget shit. You know, what is this fastest news cycle we've never seen where people forget shit fast. So if you'd have dropped some music, people would have thought they'd be like, hey, Drake lost. It is what it is. Making this lawsuit just blew this shit up times 10, bro. But yeah, I think Drake and hip hop is gonna be, if anything, real minute. But I don't think he's gonna have that chokehold on the industry even close ever again. That's why I said he's gonna be exiled more or less. But if you like the content, check us out, like, subscribe. Till we back on the next one. Peace.